Murder, assault, theft, of course. Have you ever thought about criminal activity being prayer? Does that sound absurd? Not to the American Civil Liberties Union. The organization has raised a complaint that has really amazingly charged the principal and athletic director of a Florida high school with a crime for saying grace during a dinner on school grounds. Has the ACLU gone too far? Let's ask the founder of the Liberty Counsel, Matt Staver, who's representing the two men. Matt, when I heard this story, I was just stunned. Unbelievable. You are representing two guys, and one is a principal and one is an athletic director. Just frame very briefly the story for us.
Well, it really kind of starts in 2008 when the ACLU did a national fundraising campaign of $300 million, and they said that they were going to increase the resources in several key states, including Florida. And so right after that, they filed a lawsuit against the Santa Rosa County School District in the Panhandle of Florida, saying that some of the school employees were, quote-unquote, endorsing religion. Now, part of that so-called endorsing religion was allowing an after-school student club to meet on campus that's religious. Well, if they had not, they would violate the First Amendment and the Federal Equal Access Act. Well, what happened is Principal Frank Lay, who's been, by the way, a principal for nearly 30 years, and the athletic director of almost 40 years, they were at a Booster Club honorary banquet where they were honoring the private individuals from the community for contributing for an athletic field house.
This is a bunch of adults.
A bunch of adults.
Okay.
There were no children invited to this event. There was just a few school employees, and the rest of them were individuals who had contributed to the Athletic Boosters Club. And Principal Lay just simply asked the athletic director, would you bless the meal? And so the athletic director said a very innocuous, general, short blessing for the meal. And all of a sudden now, they are now targets of criminal contempt. The penalty of which is $5,000 in fines and up to 6 years in prison. So we at Liberty Counsel are defending both of them in September. But the other thing that just recently happened is if you are charged with some kind of criminal activity, you then have your retirement benefits investigated. So because they're charged with criminal activity, one of which, by the way, is 1 year from retiring, they now got a letter from the State Board of Retirement inquiring about this criminal activity. If they are convicted in September, literally 30 and 40 years of work and retirement will fly out the window.
And let's make sure everybody understands, because this is just unbelievable. What they did was they prayed over a meal in front of some adults at a Booster Club meeting.
That's right.
And for this, they could go to jail for several years. By the way, we asked the ACLU to either send a representative or a statement. They refused to do either. This morning on Fox and Friends, I had the opportunity to hear from a guy from, I think they're called Americans United for Separation of Church and State. I call them Americans United for Separation of Brain and Body. But Rob Boston from that organization, here's what he had to say.
I talked to one of the attorneys involved, and there were students at this event.
Rob, what's the big
violated
harm?
the
Can you
court
help
order.
me to understand that? Tell me what's the big
Governor,
harm here.
I'll tell you what the harm is, Governor. I'll tell you what the harm is, Governor. I think what you're really angry about is the fact that people are standing up and saying, we're tired of you using our public schools and our public institutions to promote a specific type of conservative Christianity.
Well, first of all, I wasn't angry at all. I'm not angry at him. I feel sorry for the guy. If that's all he's got to do with his life is go around worried that somebody might say a prayer over their food. But what does make me angry is that the constitutional rights of Americans are being trampled on. Matt, is it possible that in the United States of America, a school official could actually go to jail, have a criminal case against him like this?
Well, unbelievably it is. I know Rob, and I respect him, but as usual, he's wrong. There were no students at this event. The students were in a completely different area, and they were preparing meal for the people in a cafeteria.
Some of that prayer may have drifted off to them, though.
They might have been somewhere in the school property, but they were not in the vicinity of this prayer.
Really endangering those kids to be subject to maybe a prayer in the next room.
It's literally, it is a prayer over a meal, and it's because the principal simply asked the athletic director, and the principal didn't even pray. It's the athletic director who prayed, but they didn't think anything about this, that now they would be the subject of a criminal contempt. These are people who were honorable. They've given 30 and 40 years of their lives. They love the students. The people in Santa Rosa County have rallied around these individuals because they're outraged, just like the rest of America is, that they could actually pay $5,000 in fines, spend up to 6 months in jail, and now potentially lose their retirement benefits that they worked 30 and 40 years for, simply for a short blessing that many of us do over a meal. But that's, in fact, the ACLU's agenda in this case, and that's why we are vigorously defending these individuals. I mean, this would be a travesty to the free speech if, for a simple prayer, they had to spend time in jail. I mean, what happens if some student were to sneeze and the principal were to say, "God bless you"?
Well, they would say, "You have the right to remain silent. You're under arrest, and we're going to taser you." You know, Matt. One of the things that I want to make clear: it would not bother me if a student or even a principal got up at a thing and said, "Look, I'm Muslim. I'd like to say my prayer." I'm fine with that. I want there to be a clear understanding that the First Amendment basically has two prongs. You cannot prefer one religion over another, and you cannot prohibit somebody from the practice of their religion. The First Amendment restricted government, not people.
That's right.
And I know we're about out of time, but let me ask you this. Will you keep us up with this case so that we can follow up and continue to let the people on our show and the rest of America know? Because this case needs attention. And what can people do if they want more information? Go to your website?
They can go to our website at Liberty Counsel's website, lc.org. It's just two letters, lc.org. We'll keep you up to date with regards to the issues in this case. And so this is a closely watched case. We're going to rigorously defend both the principal and the athletic director, but it's lc.org for more information.
Well, be careful when you pray. Big Brother is watching. Matt, thank you very much for being with us. Unbelievable story. Unbelievable. Well, coming up,